Hi, and welcome to the Rasheem Arsenio Stewart podcast. This is episode number 54 overall, but this is the first new episode of the new year of the podcast. So kind of appropriate in the title of this episode is New Year, New Season, New Me. So we're going to talk about that for the next few minutes. But first, like I did earlier today in my short, if you haven't seen it already, I have now over 10,000 total views. Actually, as I'm recording this, I'm only a few views away to get to 11,000. So that in itself is a big time accomplishment. And to have almost 130 subscribers by the time we start year 2 of this podcast is really amazing. So I just want to quickly say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate everything you do for the show. I appreciate you guys for listening to what I have to say, regardless. You may agree with me, may not, but at least you're listening. So again, for that, I totally appreciate it. Now let's get into this episode. Some of my thoughts and reflections on what this new year, new season in my life turn out to hopefully be a better version of me now. This new year of the show is going to have a lot similar motivational topics, but we're going to try to get a little bit deeper this year. I'm going to try to talk about some more stuff. It's going to be a little more personal at times. I'm going to open up about some stuff, about some things I'm working on, with the permission of my therapist, on topics that we're working through to help me become a better person. And I want to share some of those experiences with you in upcoming episodes. I also about to start a weight loss journey. It's hard to kind of see in this video, but my stomach is now turned to like a very supersized version of a chocolate Krispy Kreme donut. And we can always laugh for a moment. But I'm not saying it's really health concerns at this time per se, other than being a little overweight and just a tad of high blood pressure, just a little bit, but nothing out of control. But I'll have to make some changes to my diet, to certain things I would like to eat and drink. I have to not totally cut it out, but I'm gonna have to make some cutbacks, and probably even gonna start exercising more. Probably gonna have to drink some more healthier stuff coming up in the next few months. So my goal is to lose at least 10 to 15 pounds before the end of this calendar year. And depending on how that goes and how I feel about it, it's going to be a natural progression that's hopefully going to help me with other aspects of my life, that this new year, the new me. Hope I'm starting to slowly, and I say slowly, work my way back into the dating scene. No, I'm not dating nobody. I haven't gone on a date yet. I did put myself out there in a couple of events recently. It didn't work out, but at least I'm trying to open up a little bit more, try some new social situations, and I'm looking forward to seeing how that goes. I'm looking forward to the progression of that. And again, I will keep you updated on that on a future episode. Also, another thing that's going to help me become a better person and a new me this coming year, it's going to help is by increasing my faith. Right now, if you haven't already know, I do choose for religion. I choose to be a Christian, but I consider myself a believer in Jesus Christ. Okay, I choose him as my Lord and Savior. I believe he's the Son of God. Okay, there's only one true God, but Jesus is the Son. That's my personal belief. Okay. And one of the things I want to do this coming year, because I'm counting today, September 17th, as about right on the 1 year anniversary, I start putting videos. So by this time next year, I want to increase my faith. Well, that means I'm going to be going to more services during the week. I have to work around, because what I do for work right now temporarily is work for a temp agency. So my hours can vary between the hours of 6 a.m. to roughly 6 to 7 p.m. 5 days a week. Some days it's traditional, like 9 to 5, like today. Some days it's 8 to 4, some days it's 7 to 3. Some days could be 8 to 6. It depends on the type of job I get sent out to. Hopefully soon with some new things coming soon and some new fundraising stuff that will help fund some of these projects. Either I can work from home, I'll have more flexibility in hours. That will give me more flexibility to do other services. Right now, for the most part, I do go to church on a Sunday. But I'm also trying to look on maybe do a midweek service at some point before the end of the calendar year. I don't know if that should be at the same church I'm going to right now. It could be a different church. I'm looking at some options that are not too far from my house, that's within bus range to get there, and an affordable cab ride to get home in case I don't get a ride home from somebody from that church. I am looking at some options. I will get back to you in another episode. And anybody who believes in a higher power, whether you choose to use your higher power, I ask you to pray to that higher power, your creator, God, whatever you want to call God, that God will lead me in the right direction to whatever church that I should do my midweek service. Now, if it's something that opens up the church I go to every Sunday, I could do it in a way that would make the most sense, I will do it. Otherwise, then I'm not going to try to push myself to go somewhere that doesn't make sense for me. So I hope that makes sense for you as far as that. The next thing is my family, because I'm going down my priorities. If you missed that episode a while back, I encourage you to watch that episode. I can't remember what number, but within the last few episodes called My Priorities. And one of my biggest priorities in my life is family. I'm trying to get back in touch with certain family members I haven't talked to in a long while. I'm trying to plan on seeing an aunt that lives in North Carolina in the next few weeks. I haven't seen my aunt in 20 some years. I am truly looking forward to that trip because I believe that is something that's way overdue. And at this point, at the age I'm at, and just in case you're curious how old I am, I just turned 45 a few months ago. And at the age I am right now, and while my family is getting a little bit older now, I think reconciling and reconnecting with family is very high on my priority list. So I'll keep you updated on that situation. If that trip goes through, everything should be finalized by tomorrow. I'll probably have a couple of shorts of different things I see in that area of North Carolina, and I'll be posting during that weekend. So hope you'll enjoy that, and I think it'll be some fun. That might be something I might start doing when I do like little bits of traveling. I'm trying to do at least one travel event each year. This year I'm blessed to do 2 to 3, but next year I'm probably going to cut it down to 2. Maybe if I do the third, I'll probably split out how often I do it. Like an average once, maybe about once a quarter. So maybe once between January and March. One between April and June. I'm probably going to do one for New York again. It won't be exactly on my birthday this year. It'll probably be just after my birthday. Probably just before Father's Day-ish, if I decide to do it. But I'll return trip to New York at some point before the first half of next year is going to be, I don't want to say mandatory, but for all intents and purposes, this is going to happen. So, again, I'll keep you posted on that. So a lot of things I'm going to keep you posted on, but that's a good thing about doing these episodes, because in some point each episode this season, I'm going to give you updates what's going on with certain goals and certain things. So you guys can help keep me accountable in the comment section. And that's one thing I want to mention in this episode, that the new me wants to encourage you more often this year to leave a comment. I don't care if it's just a hello to a paragraph or an essay. Leave something that I can read. Encourage me, like I'm going to encourage you when I write you back. We're here to help each other. In the sacred text, I believe in the Bible says, iron sharpens iron. That means we sharpen each other, we help encourage each other, we build each other. To help me become the better me, I want to help you become the better you. But I don't know that unless you leave a comment saying, oh, you should try this, you should talk about this. Well, since you mentioned in this episode today, Can you expand on this in the next episode? Well, ask me a question. Yeah, I can answer that question, and I'll mention you in a shout out. With your permission, yeah, I will mention you in a comment. Like, for example, I talked to my therapist today. I won't mention the therapist's name right now, but at some point I'll get permission to use my therapist's name. And one of the questions they asked is, we talked about how much do I like to sacrifice my own happiness for the happiness of others, and that's a negative. Well, the new me is still going to sacrifice my own happiness for others, but I'm also going to create new boundaries. When I say no, my no is no, and my yes is yes. It's biblically based in the sacred text I believe in. It's in the Bible. I forgot the second words. I think it's in the New Testament. Pretty much what it's saying is, let your yeses be yeses and let your no's be no. Once you say yes, that's it. If I say no, that's it. There's no negotiation. We have nothing to talk about. Say less. I may feel bad for you. I have compassion for you, but you have to respect my boundaries. Say, hey, because, and I don't, if you need an explanation, that's fine. Otherwise, I say, no, I can't do it. Respect it. And I'll respect, goes both ways. So, and finally today, the last new me right now is going to be people in my life. I'm going to be praying and going through not just context, but in like social media and stuff. And I'm going to start thinking about, okay, God, who do you really want in my life and who needs to go? Because I want people in my life that's going to add value to my life, and I can add value to theirs. I don't need people to put me down or talk me out of ideas. I understand you have concerns if I'm going to do this. But I feel like a lot of times in my life, people talk me out of something. Now, sometimes it was good, but sometimes I really want to do something, and I go back and man, I should have never let that person talk me out of this. I don't want to do that no more. So if I want to do something, and I feel it's right, I'm telling you this, I respect your opinion, but at some point you got to let me go. And that's one thing I'm encouraging y'all today for your new season. Think about the people in your life. Even if it's family, you could love people for a distance, but if you got to cut ties with them for a while, that's to become the better version of you, and that's what you need to do. I know it can be painful. I know it's going to be hard, but sometimes pain is worth it because it'll lead to gain. So short-term pain leads to long-term gain. Like, why people are saying workout, no pain, no gain. So there's something to think about. Well, this episode went a tad longer than I would like, but it's the first new episode. So hopefully, and just for you newer people checking out my channel or just new to subscribing, my goal for these podcasts is to keep it between 5 minutes at the shortest to no more than 20 minutes. So somewhere in that time frame, that's how long these episodes are going to go. So just give you a heads up. So by the time the pace we're going to be done with this, I'll be by about 15 minutes. And that's perfect. I don't think I need to be longer than that. If you want me to do a longer episode at some point, let me know in the comment section. And let me know what topic or topics so I can expand on it more. And maybe I can make it a longer episode. Okay? But anyway, thank you for coming out today. As always, may the Lord bless you and keep you. Do everything you can for the best ability with love and respect. And for you people who are struggling right now, who are in jail, in prison, in the military barracks, keep your head up, keep the faith, do the right things, so when your time released to get back into society, you can become a better and productive person. May God bless you, God bless your family, God bless Israel, God bless America, God bless the world. I love and appreciate all y'all. I'm looking forward to doing episode 55. Will be recorded sometime next weekend. It'll be dropped sometime next weekend. So I know you usually, just give you a very quick heads up before I end this episode. Usually when I do these episodes, I try to record one once a week, so once every 7 days. I know this day on the different circles is right around the 1 year anniversary of the first episode. So it'll be like an almost 9 to 10 day break between now and the next episode. But after that, it'll be once every week, unless it's like a special holiday or something. Then I will record on that holiday or just right around it. But other than that, thank you for coming out. I hope you enjoy season 2, year 2, whatever you want to call it. Thank you for listening to the Rasheem Arsenio Stewart podcast. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video. If you like this episode, quickly before I forget, give this video a thumbs up, hit the like button. For you people new checking out this channel, hit the subscribe button, and then after that there'll be a little bell after you say subscribe. You hit the bell button, ding, and then press all. Put the check mark says all, and you'll get all the videos every time I drop something, a short, a long video with some new segments coming soon. You'll be the first ones to get before it goes public. You know it says public, but you guys who subscribe will get the notification first. Just give you a heads up on that. So thank you guys. Again, I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video, next episode. Until then, I love you guys. God bless you. Have a great day. Bye.